piece here.
Let's see.
Many of you will know about the article that I wrote about the history of colour and paint on traditional sculpture, which is down the back there. How it was lost in time and the whitewashing of sculpture as part of colonisation. When Arena magazine published my article, I was inspired to do this exhibition. That's why this whole exhibition came about, really. In the article, I talked about neo-Nazis appropriating ancient Greek and Roman culture. I pointed out that sculptures were once painted in the local Mediterranean skin tone. Best example of this was Septimius Severus, which is the one that I pointed out earlier, a North African Roman emperor who lived and died in Londinium around 200 AD. Through the whitewashing of his culture, of his sculpture bust, it was forgotten that he was actually black. There are a few remaining paintings of him and his family, which actually basically he's black in those paintings, so it's just indicative of that time.
What time is it? Sorry.
200 AD. Yeah. At the time, no one cared that he was black. In fact, I read recently that the concept of race wasn't prevalent until the 1600s during the transatlantic slave trade. This is what inspires me in my art, the way art can make you think and reflect on historical times and concepts, and help us reflect on important topics of our time. And in Australia, we are well overdue for our current conversation about race and whitewashing. There's another elephant in the room. John Olsen was my grandfather, and as you probably know, he recently passed away. Hosting an exhibition so close to his death was never my intention, and the past few weeks have been very painful and difficult time. In fact, reflecting back on the lack of connection I had with him has been painful and difficult, trying to reconcile his limited contact with my mum and our side of the family, his patterns of over-promising and under-delivering. Balancing my experiences of him with the public celebration of his artistic achievements has always been challenging. On a lighter note, my grandfather wrote his memoir titled Drawn from Life. My uncle Tim wrote his book called Son of a Brush. I think mine will be called Brush Aside. No family is perfect, and least of all mine. Despite this, my grandfather has been an influence, but I wanted to especially acknowledge the artists in my life that supported me and inspired me. Sue Fisher, John Bell, who's here at the moment, Reg Mombassa, Ewan McLeod, Sue McAnally, Anna Wojak, and the late Tony Gribble. As much as I'm impressed with the extension of the New South Wales Art Gallery, I'd like to see a database of artists that were missed, as they had as much to say, if not more, than the people at the top. It's about raising the tide for all, not just the few.